Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world and our country, but how we're going to fix both of them together. And the content that I'm going to show you right now is full on Trump savage mode. He pretty much just made 5 of the best jokes I've ever heard against Democrats, including calling them so woke that Chuck Schumer can still be the first woman president. Made jokes about Doug Imhoff, Kamala Harris's wife, about a nanny. Oh man, you guys love every second of this because he just went full savage. I think he's out of Fs. I'm going to be honest, he's out of Fs. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think of this peak greatness. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you want to spread freedom from coast to coast, border to border, and thank you in advance for that consideration. And guys, a little announcement here. We are closing the sales on this tonight. So if you wanted that limited time design t-shirt, which you guys have made the best selling t-shirt we've ever sold, and thank you for that, by the way. It's ending sales tonight. There's a link in the description. Where would you believe freedom only lasts if you can defend it? That is so appropriate. And talk about peak election day attire. Right there. There's a link in the description box below. Available in those 4 colors, all types of sizes. So make sure, guys, you support the channel. You support 9 Line for putting these together with us. It's all veteran made. Everything is ethically sourced. Let's get some Freedom America in here. And again, it is linked. All right, people, for what the main event you came for. Oh, Trump. Oh, man, I think this guy just lives to make people's heads explode. So this is at a charity dinner last night. This is from the Al Smith dinner. Now, this is a tradition. If you don't know about it, you can look it up. But effectively, every time there's a presidential election, they always do this charity dinner where both of them get in there and they're nice and make fun of each other. Well, Kamala Harris said, no, I'm not going to charity, fam. And I said, okay. So Trump goes in unanswered. And there's no one making fun of Trump. So he just kind of takes the mic and says, hold my beer. Listen to this. The last one where he calls Chuck Schumer an opportunistic woman and he could be the first female president. Guys, peak gold. Listen to these 5. This is just,
I used to think the Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods, but then I met Tim Walz. Well, I'd better wrap up because Mayor Adams told me earlier that I needed to make this one very quick, especially the city has reserved this room for a large group of illegal aliens coming in from Texas.
Oh my God, it's so appropriately awesome. Yeah. First of all, the dig at Tim Walz, that's just funny. But this right here, there's method to this madness. He's making a joke because Mayor Adams reserved the room for illegal aliens coming from Texas because that's the big problem in New York City. That's what's causing them all these issues on the Democrats being like basically abandoning the left. The immigration thing. So he's making a funny joke, which is based in reality, and he's also tying it into current political events, which happen to favor him politically. Guys, people may say this man's a buffoon, but that's a shrewd move. Anyway, let's continue. That's only number 4. I can't wait till Schumer gets called the first woke woman.
There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris. Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me.
Oh my God. Their wives and their wives' lovers, they're all voting for me, but the White Dudes for Harris, oh, it's bad. Guys, the worst part about this is every time you see someone wearing a White Dudes for Harris attire or White Dudes, like poster for Harris, whatever, you kind of look at him and you go, yeah. He may be onto something. But anyway, I don't want to cast dispersions on people's lovely marriages. Let's keep going, though, because this man's just warming up.
A major issue in this race is childcare, and Kamala has put forward a concept of a plan. A lot of people don't like it. The only piece of advice I would have for her in the event that she wins would be not to let her husband, Doug, anywhere near the nannies. Just keep them away. That's a nasty one. Chuck.
That's a nasty one. Now, of course, he's talking about how Kamala Harris's husband knocked up the nanny when he was married to somebody else, and then this whole thing went nuts. That's a nasty one. And he just smiles while he does it. Okay, and now, number 1. This one made my heart smile. Chuck Schumer. Oh, Chucky. If you don't know who Chuck Schumer is, he's the guy directly to Trump's left, our right. All right?
Schumer is here looking very glum. Doesn't he look glum? He looks glum. But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
That's a nasty one. All right. So in all seriousness, guys, it is absolutely funny. But the reason that I wanted to do this is twofold. There are two reasons. The first reason, it's hilarious. The second reason, it shows something that a lot of people are not going to give him credit for. He is making tongue-in-cheek jokes. That could be a nasty one. Because they're all based in reality. They're all based in the common experience of Americans. Well, except the whole Tim Walz period thing and the whole Kamala Harris husband knocking up the nanny thing. Other than that, it bases back to reality of what we're experiencing. The little joke with Eric Adams about the room and renting it out for illegals. Yeah, that's going back to Trump's strength. Illegals, border security. That's a big one. Okay. Then going back to the woke ideology of men become women and Chuck Schumer can be the first woman president if Kamala Harris doesn't, which is genius and hilarious. Yeah, that checks out. Again, it's going back to the woke ideologies. Everything that you're seeing here, guys, is extremely well calculated. It's wrapped in a joke, but understand he's hitting on all the things personal and political, which are going to benefit him in the election. This man's not a buffoon. Let me know what you guys think. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I'm going to answer these in incessant text, and I'll see you on the next one.